Yes, my people, once again, we come back on this platform, Entrepreneurship by Spirit, how to become a dynamic and a fantastic entrepreneur using the power of imagination. This is the second. Last week we did the first part of a successful person begins to plan early. This time we are having the part 2, still on this very topic of a successful person begins to plan early. And there are a number of examples you might have in your life explaining this very analogy. On myself, I'll start today by telling you a story. On August 29th, 2019, I told my people that my flight left at 10 a.m. But the truth was that the flight was at 2 p.m. So I told my people that the flight was going to be at 10 a.m. But the truth of the matter was that the flight was at 2 p.m. So I had 4 hours in advance, in between there, while I was coming to the US. So that flight, that day, that's how I told my people. It was a trick to be on time. We left, and do you know what happened? There was a diversion on the route, and I was forced to take a detour in that regard. Despite that detour, I did not miss my flight. Why? Because I timed it properly, thus giving myself an allowance of time because I anticipated such interruptions. That is how successful people should always behave. This is just an example of how you can manage time and control change. The obstacles on your journey of success do not mean that you're quiet or turn back. Obstacles can look different and mean many things from person to person. Here are just a few of the potential obstacles that you might encounter in your success or in the journey that is taking you to success. 1, bad financial debts. So bad financial debts can be potential obstacles. Accidents, natural calamities, like the way you saw COVID-19 pandemic. Here is what is interesting about these obstacles. They tend to create misery for some individuals and opportunities for others. That is interesting. Those who think fast can use these entrepreneurial opportunities to make sums of money and achieve greater level of success. Yes, yes, yes. It's indeed it's puzzling some heads sometimes, but as we have already said, those who think fast use those entrepreneurial opportunities to make sums of money and achieve greater level of success. Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, increased his wealth by $1 billion in only 90 days of this pandemic. This is just an example, but there are so many others that can be found around the world, even in Uganda, even in China, even in Japan, all parts of the world. Don't think you need to end your life just because of your just because you are forced. You are faced with trying circumstances and moments, such as having your home repossessed or losing your car in accident. All of these things might happen, but that is just a change in your journey. That's just a change in your journey. Keep focused on the prize ahead. That is, there is for those who preserve the resilience and persevere. Those who persevere can get there. Who resist despair and who remain focused and committed. And for those who have devotion, determination, and they are working hard, your record will lead to a championship in your life. If such problems or obstacles pop up in your life, then take a minute and use the lessons I learned during my time in the military. You remember, I was a child soldier at 12 years. I learned a lot of drills and skills. Use camouflage and concealment where necessary. Take cover, mobilize, reorganize. You can reorganize, study the situation, and attack the problem again. That leads to success. Remember, there will be another opportunity or time to make a second attempt or have another try. Alternative plans can help you to deal with change effectively. You cannot have a plan B without a plan A. You cannot have a plan A if you have no plan at all. It is critical to understand that planning protects you from the hits and disorganization of obstacles. Make a plan for your life. Proverbs 20:18 says that you make a plan by seeking advice. If you wage a war, then you need to get guidance and be organized before the battle begins. When planning for your life, think about all the following areas: your education, your career, your relationships, your marriage, your family, including a wife or husband or children, your business, your future destination. How do you make your plans? Seek out advice from those who are experienced. Obtain guidance before you start anything. it can help you to avoid making costly mistakes or creating extra obstacles that you might have been able to circumvent. Never pick a fight you cannot win. When David chose to fight Goliath, he was confident in God's help, and he was also confident in his victory, even though it hadn't happened yet. A plan involves mentally finished before you even start.